Good morning, farmers! We have finished harvesting that field this morning. And it came out just about perfect for the trailer. We ended up getting almost a full load of grain to head back down. All the way down here to the old mill. I did take the harvester and move it over to the next set of fields that will be ready to harvest, whenever that is. But we're making our only trip today down to the grain sawmill. Old mill. To get some cash. I kind of forgot where we were on the money total. I think we're at 1.1 million, something like that. You start to lose touch with your money when you have enough of it. When you're short of it, you know exactly how much money you have. Yes, I know I need to sell it or put it in a silo, blah blah blah. Alright. We'll see how much money we got here in a second. Yeah, so we're doing fine on the cash, obviously. We'll make some here by selling some grain, and of course we got those bales that we gotta bale up in that field. Clear that field out so we can see if we can hire a worker to plow it. And of course cultivate it, because we'll be busy doing a field ourselves today. Although I haven't tried yet this morning to try hiring a guy to plow that one field. We empty? We are empty. Okay. We can head back to the farm, drop off this trailer. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, wait, where are we? Right here. Click to hire worker. Still no. So yes, we will be plowing that field in a while. Like I said, we got to bale that other field first and pick up the bales, get that stuff out of there. So if we can hire a worker, you can get started on that. But we'll mosey on down to the farm, drop off the trailer, pick up the plow, and then we'll drop the plow off in that one field, and then we'll start doing some baling. I think that's my plan. I didn't have to check on the map because I knew it would be coming down here, but these maize fields are still not ready. I don't know when they're going to be because I kind of lost track when I planted them and all. Starting to lose track of my fields of when I actually did them. This rest of the year is going to be out of sync because when I bought these fields and did them and compared to my regular rotation up there. It's too bad that the big field down there won't render in. I can see the field, but I can't see what stage of growth it's on. But I'll bring it back when I start baling up some straw. Something satisfying about seeing a baler spit out bales. Is that my wife? Nope. It's the Janet twin. But I mean, if you watch the back of the baler when those bales come out, it kind of like pew shoots them. It just pops them right out of there. I was trying to get a side view of it. See if I can drive good enough and get a side view of it shooting out there. Pops them out, no problem, that's for sure. The straw keeps appearing and disappearing on me. Need to stop doing that so I can see where it is. But the guy up in the upper field, he's finished plowing, and now we got a guy up there cultivating. Oh, there he is. I was like, I did hire someone, right? Yeah, he's up in the upper corner. And we got a few bales to pick up. But before we do that, we'll bring the wife's tractor back to the farm and the baler back to its parking area. I think we got all the straw that's on the ground. And then we'll turn off the harvester / baler. Yeah, I think we got it all. We'll head back down to the farm, because we should need this probably for another month, I would think, before the big field's ready. That's going to be a project and a half. I mean, just harvesting it, baling it, and pick up the bales might be 2.5 days, maybe 3. It'll be a while, let's just put it that way. And as far as I can tell, unless there's an update to Farmers Dynasty where they add more fields to be worked on, that one field alone could be a couple weeks, at least a week's project. How are we doing on fuel? I hate this, you can't see the fuel level until you... Oh, we're fine. We'll get back in cab and go first person for a while. I mean, for a while, I mean like 10 seconds. There's the wife standing over there. Oh, that's right. These gates are open because I brought the harvester up this way a while ago. I don't need the scaffolding, guys. There we go. So one thing we do have to come up in a couple days, we got some rain getting ready to show up. I might mow the yard that day. We won't be harvesting in the rain for many good reasons. Let's hop back in. No, this is our harvester. Don't want the harvester. So that's why I parked the harvester, because that set of fields right there should be next. Didn't look both ways before I crossed the street, but oh well. Alright, so we probably should get like a load and a half. Somewhere around there. And I think instead of getting you guys dizzy, because you just saw this kind of last episode where I was picking up bales, I will bring you back when I get down the other end of the field and just about done here. I can probably get you dizzy by just doing this, trying to look for bales as I bring some back and forth. So I don't want to do that to you again, so I'll bring it back shortly. Alright, 2 more bales to go on our second load. Okay, maybe 3. I keep finding them. Like little Easter eggs that just keep popping up out of nowhere. But I think that'll give us like 17 bales. Really? I'm not connected to Steam. Oh, great. Better save the game. Alright, we're connected again. Yeah, I know I'm really hungry because I wasn't connected to Steam, and for some reason when I'm not connected to Steam, my guy just gets hungry. And tired. But we got that situated. We did lose quite a bit of sleep, but I'm not going to be too worried about it just yet. We got some bales to go sell. The connection to Steam, I can go like a month playing this game now. I have no problem being connected to Steam. And then for like 3 or 4 days in a row, I'll just get where I just lose connection to Steam for like about 30 seconds to a minute. And that just drains me of food and sleep. But anywho's, let's head up and sell these bales. Oh, now that I'm out of that field and everything's out of that field, can I... wait, was that the correct field? Yes. Alright, we can hire someone to plow that field, which is good because that field sometimes is a pain in the butt to plow. It seems to yank my tractor left and right more often than not as I run into a post. You can see that. Okay, let's sell these bales. Yes, please. So what we're going to do now is I got to bring this trailer back. And we'll let it sit there for a few weeks until the big field's ready. So being, what time did I say it was? 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll probably just get to plowing this field today. And that's about it. And then tomorrow what I'll try to do, because it looks like we can hire a worker in 3 of the 4 fields, we will get to planting. I think up here we'll put lupine. Because we just had it down that field, we'll bring them up here. So these 4 fields will be lupine, and tomorrow we'll cultivate that field. And then sow it ourselves. And then the day after that will be rain, so I'll probably skip that day and maybe just mow the yard while the wife cooks. But I don't want to plan too many days in advance just yet. I know I've mentioned in the last video, but the devs have said they have an announcement coming up. Stay tuned. I'm staying tuned. And maybe they'll post it for the weekend. I don't know what they're going to say. I don't know if there's an update. He did say for sure, well, he didn't say for sure, but he said be on the lookout for a discount for the game. So I know the game is on Steam, but if you want to hold out for just a little bit longer, you may get it for probably 10% less, maybe. Somewhere in there, be my guess. Dude, I think I can plow the field better than that, but you know what? Hey, I only had to pay like 200 some odd bucks to plow it. It'll save me about 5 or 6 hours in game time. But we need to get this field plowed and ready for tomorrow. What view am I on? Yes, that's the view we need. And away we go. So this will take us probably until 6 o'clock in the evening to do these 2 hectares. And that one doesn't bother me as much to plow our own fields. I know I said before the helper system came along that I got tired of plowing my own fields. But now that I don't have to do it as much, it doesn't bother me. It's actually kind of relaxing, just like when I get paid to do them for other farmers. Actually, I don't know if I should call these other people on this map farmers, because, well, some of them do have crops in their field, but, you know, we don't get to see them working in the fields just yet. Future update, I'm sure we will, because that's something that was officially planned in the roadmap, where you can see the other NPCs working in their fields. Actually, I was just thinking to myself, I said, yep, I want to plant lupine in these 4 fields, and I was trying to think, the next set of fields that we're doing, I have no idea what's in those fields. I know one of them is soy. Wow, I really don't know. One is soy, one set is soy, one is peas. Janet, you sure do go back and forth a lot around here. She seems to be happy with us, but I don't ever remember doing things for Janet or flirting with her or anything like that before I met my wife, so I'm not sure part of me kind of wants to follow her to see where she goes. But I mean, I got work to do. And I'm not sure my wife would be too happy that I'm stalking a woman that looks a lot like her. I think they need to tone down those eagle shadows. Those are... I'm not sure I want to stay in the field if an eagle like that flies over. Scare me to death as well. But definitely tomorrow we should be able to plow. Yeah, plow this field. We're plowing it now. I don't want to plow it again. We should be able to cultivate it and seed it, while the other 3 workers that we'll hire can seed the other fields. And then maybe for a day or so after the rain, I may do some... well, I still check the map. I don't see other farmers giving us plow jobs or cultivating jobs. It's all transport and house inspections. And most of the house inspections I'm getting are up in the town up there, and usually those only pay like 200 to 300 euros, which mean 400 to 600 social points, which is... I look at that now and say, it isn't worth it. It isn't worth it. Who are you? David. Yep, okay. I kind of know where you're from. Pardon me, sir. Yeah, you wait there. You wait there. I am more important than you are right now. You're out running around in the middle of the afternoon on a... Oh, it's a Sunday. Never mind. Well, people do work on a Sunday. Like us, for instance. We're working on a Sunday. Farmers don't take days off. Every time I see that pink van go by, I just think he's that guy's out there selling donuts or something. The other good thing about rain coming in a couple days, I can wash some of this stuff without having to bring it down to the barn. I'll just have to hook up a tractor to the implement, and I'll wash it. Looks like he's cultivating half of what he's already cultivated, but glad they don't charge us by the hour. I feel like I'd be getting robbed if it was done that way. So if you remember when I was up there selling my last trailer of bales, we hired a worker down there to plow that field, which is 1.8 something hectares. Then we went down, dropped off the trailer, came back up here, picked a plow and started plowing this 2-hectare field. It looks like we're going to be done way before that guy is. And he actually goes in circles. Just that their workers seem to overlap. Must be quite a bit. That's what I'm saying. Glad we don't hire them by the hour. But I do expect sometime in the future that the price of workers is probably going to at least double. Because to me right now it's way too cheap. Which is easy for me to say since I got over £1 million in the bank account. But we're not too far off from plowing this field, and I said 6 o'clock and it's 5:30. And there's no need, far as I'm concerned, to rush to get the cultivator and try to do that tonight. We're not in the early days of a day on the farm where we had to rush and get things done all by ourselves. Of course, to say that now, if the big announcement is an update full of implements and new tractors, and maybe they got some licensing for tractors, and they're gonna, who knows? In farming, you can spend that million pounds really quick. As far as I'm concerned, though, we don't need, like, if they did come out with new stuff, the harvester to me seems to be the right size for the mat. Buying a bigger one, sure, why not? But the harvester we have is, to me, seems to be big enough. Although most harvesters don't hold capacity-wise more than that, but I guess a bigger header for an implement would be okay. I definitely wouldn't mind a bigger tractor, a wider plow and cultivator. But it looks like that worker down there has a lot of the field left. I'll just stop for a minute. I mean, you can see that field down there. We'll have to go see what he's up to. Because we are at 99% plowed. Which is, I usually get to 98%, so I'm not going to try to sit here and try to get to 100%. And that guy's still cultivating that field, which isn't that big, but he's getting close to being done. Yeah, we can cut across in front of this van. So yeah, hiring workers is nice, but you can see they're not the most efficient at it. I want to say 1.81 hectares, 1.87. So we hired this guy before we started our field, which is, that field up there is 2.01 hectares. No, wrong field. Wow, that's actually 2.25 hectares. Okay. And he is only 65% done. Dude, what the heck? I'm not going to be too picky. Like I said, that's work that we don't have to do. Alright, we're going to go park our plow up. I don't really need to wash the vehicle or gas it up. So what I'll do is we'll just back up to it and get it ready. Nope. There we go. Then we'll bring it up to the field and park it. And then we'll teleport back down to the farm. Maybe see what the wife is up to. Yeah, this tractor is a little bit dirty, but like I said, it's going to rain in a couple days, so we'll probably clean it that way. What's up, dude? Did you have a few lunch breaks in between that, or what? Yeah, we'll just park her right here with our scaffolding out. I did get it to 99%. Yes, I did. Okay. Hey, William. I think you're the William in the early quest that what's her name up there was wanted to ask you to dance with her.
Hello.
Good evening.
This is a really nice place to live.
Yes, I love it here.
You do? See what he says about the
Nice
weather.
weather, ain't it?
It sure is.
I haven't said this in a
You don't
while.
look so well. Are you all right?
I am perfectly fine, thank you.
That's all. Thanks.
One of these days I'll be able to hand a gift to someone because I do have pizza, which, you know, a lot of people that you can hand out as a gift. What's my sleep like? Because I lost a lot when I lost connection. Not bad. I will lose the ability to run at some point though. So in that case, let's do that. Wife is not cooking. She's over there. We'll just see how she is because we are in the months where she could get pregnant.
Hi, honey.
Let's see. Nice place to live. I'm not off to work. So we just see how she is.
Nice to see you, love. How are you?
Oh, isn't that sweet? Yeah, so like I said, in a couple days when it rains, I'll probably not record that because no one wants to see me do this with a weed whacker in the tight spots for a while. When I do mow though, what I do is I take the, well, I'll take probably her tractor. And did I park the harrow over here still? Yep, there it is. I drag this around the yard to cut down most of the weed whacking. That does just as good as a weed whacker. Or a strimmer, or what do they call it? String trimmer, okay. Oh yeah, how are we doing on the liquid slurry? Can't be that high yet. Nope, not that high at all. That's 3 days worth. Alright. And the cows, well, as we assumed, yeah, after I sell the bales of straw, but they're still at 80%. So they'll go to next summer, well, yeah, probably next summer, no problem. Unless, like I said, in any future updates they have, they change how much they go through, because they changed it before. Because just don't forget, if you do decide to buy the game, this game still is in early access. So there are some people still having some issues of the games crashing at a certain point, or they can't get past certain points. I've only had the problem of the game crashing maybe 3 times, and that was way back in the early days for me, and I really haven't had a problem with the game crashing. Alright, just making sure I didn't jinx myself. I was ready to watch it crash right now. Okay. Yes, I've seen some bugs here and there, like this gate. Don't, if you concerned about your gate always being closed, forget this one. This is always open when you restart the game. Kind of like your harvester. If you paint the harvester, or the new harvester, when you restart the game, your harvester go back to the default color, that gate will be open. So on and so forth. But that's good. Are you fishing in my pond? Well, technically I can't say it's my pond because I don't know where my property boundaries are. But that fire pit up here. Okay. Yep. But that's going to do it for today on the farm. I do appreciate you. Yeah, I'll be able to speak at some point too. Words. I do appreciate you guys watching. And I will see you in the next episode. Hey, get the view from the pond this time. Like I said, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.